Thank you guys so much for 200 subscribers. I honestly never thought that I would get here because I've been stuck at 100 subscribers for the longest time. 2 years. And that's how much I want to make my imaginations a reality, my dreams a reality. But anyway, how this sub-special is gonna go, I'm gonna immediately jump in to answering all of your beautiful questions, and then there's gonna be a little surprise at the end. A little funny surprise for those who stick around, or for those who are impatient and skip ahead immediately. But for you premiere watchers, you can't skip ahead. But anyways, let's get on to the questions. Question number 1 by Another Train Out. How do you feel about house music? Well, at first it took me a while, but after listening to a lot of no copyright sounds, I eventually figured out that house music was my favorite genre. While yes, there's a bunch of good songs underneath every subgenre, house was the one I liked the most. A few people may call it generic. I personally think that it's just a great genre for somebody to start out listening to EDM. Then you can just hop off of there. Otherwise, it's a pretty good genre. I like it. Question number 2 from Loke D6G. I hope I pronounced that right. When did you start animating? This might come off as an obvious answer, but I started animating a few days after I made my YouTube channel. The very first animation I made, the Pac-Man animation and animatron, I uploaded that video on the same day or the day after I made it. So while I do love watching animation, I only ever got involved on that day. Question number 3, except split into 4 parts, by Bubble862. I have a couple. Question 1, what inspired you to start all this? Yeah, object shows, but were you passionate about animating or anything? Well, I kind of foreshadowed this in a previous answer, but I got inspired to take the animation journey ever since I was a little kid, around the great age of, I believe, 6 or 7. That's when I watched my first animated show and really consciously thought about it. That being good old cat and mouse, Tom and Jerry. I loved the hijinks that they would get in, all of the cartoon logic and slapstick humor that they'd put in there. And right then and there, I fell in love with animation. And every time we'd watch an animated movie with that type of slapstick and cartoon humor, I would fall in love with it. And I didn't know at that time, but later on I would go into an animation career, hence this YouTube channel. So yes, I was very passionate about animation, but never really took it upon myself to animate until I had the resources at hand. Question number 2. If you could go back in time, would you change camera to a different object if you could? No, I wouldn't. Because when I first made my OC camera, I put a lot of time and thought into him. As I also foreshadowed, promised, but never really followed through with. In the 100 sub special, I answered a question with, I could make a completely separate video on all the traits and the meaning behind camera as a character. So, with my OC now being a camera, it has all sorts of stuff that relate to me that would most likely be fit for a video entirely on its own. And I never really made it because, well, my object show coming up, who knows when, will be the thing to explain all of it. So, in short, no, I put a lot of thought into him. He's the perfect character for me, and you will see. Question number 3. Now that you've reached 200 subs, what's your next big plan? Or at least what you can leak of it, haha. Now that I've reached 200 subs, my next big plan, let's see, what can I say about it? Well, I mean, I've already said it a few times now. Even in the past, it's my upcoming object show. That's the big plan. But as of right now, what I can leak is the next episode of Imaginations, and that episode will be titled Flashes. I think I already said it beforehand, but yeah, that's the next project I'm working on. But the big plan is the main object show. I guess a legitimate leak will be... And finally, question number 4 from Bubble862. As your channel grows, do you hope to do collabs with others? I never really thought of collabs. It would be cool, but I'm not actively hoping for it. But if in the future, some plan I have requires a lot of effort and requires a collab, or would be cool to have a collab to work with, then sure, that'd be a really nice thing to have. Thanks, can't wait for the video. You're welcome, and the video's right here. Next question by @OrionMakesTheBestLores. What is your favorite food? I think I have to go with the good classic, the good comfort food, chili cheese hot dogs. I love hot dogs, but put a little chili on it, and then drizzle some grated cheese on top. Best combination ever. But that's just me. What is your favorite food? Leave it in the comments below. Next question, question number 5 by Wario VP. If there's anywhere you'd want to see Camera, either in the real world or in media, where would you want to see him most? This is an interesting question. I never thought of this. If I wanted to see Camera in the real world, I would want to see him right by my side. To have a living, breathing, sentient object just right there next to me, one of my own creation, would be absolutely insane, and the rest of my life would be filled with nothing but joy and whimsy. Because as I said before, I am passionate about animation, I love cartoons, so seeing him right there would be awesome. And in media, I would love to see him basically everywhere. Fan art, fan animations, or any other media you can possibly think of. Because this guy is what I like to call the living embodiment of imagination. And of course, in the future you'll see why. But yeah, he's the living embodiment of imagination. So to see him everywhere, to see imagination spread, would mean the world to me. Question number 6 by Dirk Summers 2742. Are you going to the hot dog eating contest on Thursday? Ah, shucks. I forgot about the hot dog eating contest. You know what? I'm gonna go to the hog dog eating contest on Friday. Didn't think I'd pull that one. Question number 7 by Christian Mr. C. Would you rather have unlimited bacon but no more games, or games, unlimited games, but no more games? Shucks, this is a hard question to answer. I think I would choose unlimited bacon with a side of purple and limited games, but also no games only on Tuesdays. And make sure to serve that with some fries. Question number 8, asked by Yasar. S for S Season 2. I need it now. When? Also, give me a real hot dog this time. The most I can say is, and I've talked with the creators of them, because once again I want to emphasize I only recorded the slides and edited them to get the right pace and put music over it so it's at least watchable. But the creators who actually wrote, made the characters, made the Google Slides, put all that effort into it, the most I can say is probably not. Question number 9 by Yarkster, good old friend of mine. What will happen to those poor souls who don't like and subscribe. Well, those poor souls, they will have to wallow in the depths of despair. Long gone are the lights, the rays of light of imagination. Long gone are the joys and whimsies of animation. They will be forever trapped in their own box of limited thought, never to be freed to think of anything they'd want. But if you like and subscribe, you get a taste of imagination in your inbox. Hopefully every month, if not whenever I'm able to make it. And the final question. Question number 10 by Coat Sell Clouds. Cues. This is a lot. How are you? How has your life been? Have you been enjoying it? How did you think of the very creative name Imaginations? Do you remember me from Discord? How are you? I'm doing quite fine. Very excited that I hit this milestone. How has your life been? It's been a lot of ups and downs, to say the very least. Have you been enjoying it? Despite the ups and downs, I am very much enjoying it, because at the very least, I have you guys to talk to. I have this YouTube channel to keep me going on the dream that someday I'll make it. And I just have my family by my side to keep me going. How did you think of the very creative name Imaginations? I mean, it's really quite simple, to quote Mumbo Jumbo. I explained this in a previous subspecial, I believe, but Imaginations is very simply the combination of the words imagination and animation. Add an S for plurality to emphasize that it's not just going to be one. And I think it's pretty intuitive to think of why I did that, because I don't just want to be another object show animator on YouTube. I want to be someone different. I want to actually stand out, so I at least have a chance of impressing people. So that's the animation part, and the thing that'll help me achieve that goal is the imagination part. I want to be able to just sit down somewhere, think for a solid 10 minutes or so, and really let my imagination run wild. Free myself from the limiting troubles of the world. Let my imagination run my animations. Imaginations. And finally, to end all these questions off, do you remember me from Discord? Your username doesn't spark any names that I'm familiar with on Discord. Sorry. You can explain who you are in the comment section below so that way I can remember, or shoot me a DM so I can be like, oh, it's that guy. But otherwise, yeah, sorry. I don't really know who you are. Don't remember you from Discord. But it's nice that you commented at least. Alright, you made it this far. Thank you for sticking around. Here is the special surprise. Alright, let's gobble these cupcakes up. Nom nom nom. 2. Hot wax. Okay. It's hitting. 0. No, there's wax on my cupcake. I'm gonna eat that. Get off. At least I can say I speed ate 3 cupcakes. It's hitting though. Let's put this back here so it's in frame. This is gonna look so funny. Alright, 0. Whatever. Whew. When you're eating 3 of these, it'll be so hard. Okay, 3 cupcakes is nothing. There's the sugar. There's the sugar. Done. I hope you enjoyed that surprise. I wanted to try something different, or at least do something that's been marinating in my mind for the longest time. But once again, thank you for 200 subs. It's been a long time coming. Hopefully I can hit 300 subs faster than this, but who knows? High school is really challenging to balance right now. But if there's anything I want you to take away from this, it's an outro I want to start and maintain. So thank you all for watching, and stay imaginative. See you at 300. Psst. Also, if we get to 20 likes on this video, I'll sing in my 300 sub special.